Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of May 21st. I apologize if you can hear construction noises in the background. They're doing a lot of construction in my neighborhood and I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, I do apologize. So this week we have a shift. The sun has moved out of Taurus and into Gemini. This happens on the 21st. So we're moving out of earthy, grounded, stabilizing Taurus into light, airy, bubbly, social Gemini. So whenever we get this type of energy shift happening from an earth sign to an air sign, energy shifts from our lower chakras, the lower part of our body, and it moves up to the higher chakras or the higher part of our body. Gemini is a very mental energy, so it can really activate, our thoughts, our mind, our third eye. So our intuition can feel a little bit more heightened, but so too can our thoughts. So this is a very, very good time to check in with how you are thinking or what you are thinking. Are the thoughts you're holding on to, are the thoughts that are going around in your mind helping you and making your life easier, or are they harming you, making your life more difficult? This is not to say that our thoughts aren't valid, like the difficult thoughts aren't valid, but sometimes a gentle reframe or a different way of looking at things or telling ourselves a little bit of a different story can help to create a little bit of ease. Sometimes it's also about letting go of the stories that we continue to tell ourselves or the thoughts that we continue to repeat over and over again that, may or may not be true. So this is a good time to check in with those thoughts, to check in with how you are using your mind. Our mind is a very, very powerful tool. So how are you operating it? And once you're become aware of that, what can you do to make it function more efficiently or pleasantly for you in where you are in your life right now? So always a good time to think about that as we move into Gemini. I love the story of the Gemini twins. A lot of people don't know this, but with the Geminis ruled by the twins, a lot of people do know that. But one twin is mortal and the other is immortal. And this represents the two sides of our being. We are human, we are ego, and we are also soul, spirit. Our human body is temporary. Our spirit, our soul is forever. And it's these two parts of ourselves that are represented in this by these Gemini twins. And life is about honoring both of these states. You've probably heard the old kind of cliched saying that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I definitely think that's true. But it's like, yes, we are here for that human experience. We have bills to pay. We can do things like eat and, experience pleasure and all that sort of very human stuff, sadness and grief too. But then we're also a soul, a spirit that knows that those emotions are fleeting, they're temporary, and that we go on forever from this life to another life, and everything is just love and lessons, right? Or love and light. So it's honoring these two parts of our being that can kind of help to give us a fuller and richer life. So that's always an interesting thing to contemplate under the Gemini sun. It's kind of a quiet week. We have a little bit of energy this week that may bring some challenges, but I'm going to just say this very lightly because it kind of feels like the challenges that come up for us are things that are good, like good challenges, not like bad, challenges we don't want, but things that are like a little bit hard, things that are a little bit tough. We're going to get a little bit of energy to help us push past them or to help us move through them. So if you have a difficult project, something that you have been meaning to get off the ground and it just seems a little bit hard, or a big project that you want to tackle but it just feels a little bit overwhelming and kind of challenging, this would be the week to start chipping away at it. You're going to get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of oomph or drive from the universe to go through those challenges, to push through, to persevere, to find that determination and motivation that's needed to kind of undertake whatever it is that's come up. So something challenging might come up, or something that you've been meaning to do. You might finally go, I'm going to just face this. I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to do it. A difficult conversation, let's say, might come up, but face it head on. You have cosmic support on your side to help you move through it, to sit in whatever's uncomfortable and just kind of be, listen, process, and then think, okay, what needs to be done now? So support there to get through some of the challenging stuff that needs to be cleared off your plate. It is a subtle energy, and I just think it's a good time to use it to get things done, that are kind of annoying and that you don't want to do, and so you can get to the fun stuff. And that's part of Gemini season too, being social, having a bit of fun. It's a lighthearted energy, so hopefully you're able to enjoy some of that throughout Gemini season. You can also get your Gemini season horoscope. It's up now. I'll drop a link in the description box below. You can read up on that. And I'll see you all next week. Have a wonderful week. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.